And sitting over here, then the relationship with India also, the big question mark has come up in the year in the past year. Before President Trump took over, there was a uniformity of U.S. presidents and the India relationship. It was always on the up and up. So much so that India was quoted to join the Quad, this informal grouping, which was not. India always maintains that it's not against China, but it appears to be an informal grouping against China. And now we see the relationship with India take taking a dive. So what is it? Is it where do you think India-US relationship stands right now?
Well, it's strained is probably the best you can put on it. But I hate to beat a dead horse, but I really think that there is some possibility that there's some cognitive problems with the president because his actions make no sense whatsoever. If we have said, as we have in recent decades, that the real pacing threat is China, and I'm against this, by the way, just so you know, I don't think there needs to be a pacing threat. I think that we should be working diplomatically to improve relations with everybody, China and India both. But if you believe that China is a threat that you can only get so close to China, then the most logical, rational thing you could do was to improve relations with India to the maximum extent. That should be a priority, even at other regional relations. But instead, Trump seems to be saying, no, because I want this over here with the Russia-Ukraine thing. I've just decided that today I'm going to take some action. So I'm going to toss 50% tariffs on India to stop buying oil. And other kinds of just the tariff war that he has against really everyone, which is so short-sighted because it causes problems with that and gives India reason not to want to come over and to work with us. Actually, in my view, it pushes India even more likely to say, okay, even if I have to hold my nose, is there more common ground I can find with India? Because on the day that you cause people, whether it's India, Russia, people in Europe, etc., even friendly countries, to think, you know what, India or China or maybe Russia, that has more possibility of stability and future good relations for our country instead of aligning with the United States, then you're just going to see a continued move. And I don't have to talk much about the stability of the dollar, since Bretton Woods has been on the perception of the stability of the United States, where it's beneficial to have friendly relations with the U.S., to do economic relations, etc. But when you other nations start to conclude that our future doesn't lie here, we're going to look elsewhere, then the dollar starts to wobble and that stability begins to shrink. And then all of a sudden, all the economic factors that go along with that have ripple effects across the entire global community. And you could have a really painful realignment that could land who knows where. But if you change what's been working for the most of the world, since Bretton Woods and certainly since the end of the Cold War, it's a problem for everybody. And I'm just going to be honest, our actions right now, especially vis-a-vis India, don't make sense economically, strategically, or national security-wise.